Hello family, how you doing? This is Aislee coming to you with Hustle Dads and Family Legacy Club, coming to you again with another update video on the baked beans project. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you all some of the frequently asked questions with baked beans, and also I'm going to show you guys me rebaking some beans. All right. So before I get to that, let me go ahead and go over some house rules and let you guys know that this information and content is for informational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. And this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you all my journey as we show you how not only we grow our crypto, but other assets regarding passive income and some capital gains too. Why not? All right. So if you like this information, like the content, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit also the notification bell as well if you want to get updated anytime we release a new video. All right. So with that being said, also make sure you do your own due diligence. And so that's why I'm going to point you to some of these resources here so you can do your own due diligence as you navigate these waters out here, because I tell you, it's a lot of not only information, but stuff out here that can lead you astray, waste a lot of your time. And just to be frank with you, there's scammers out here. It's rough out here in these streets. All right. So we're here, as far as the Family Legacy Club community, myself and my partner Aliasa, here to help support and like-minded people and grow our team and just provide value. All right. And that's all this is about, providing value. So if you see value, once again, subscribe, like, and share. All right. So let's dive into this. Okay. All right, family. All right. Here I am in my Metamask wallet connected to the baked beans project miner developer app here. And so you can see, man, this contract is booming. Yesterday, the contract was like 8,000 BNB. So you see here, it's like 10,029 BNB. That's the little bit of change of BNB in this wallet here. It's MetaMask. As you guys see here, I have 4 million beans and some change, which is just peanuts right now. And we're going to crank these beans up in the next day or two. But I wanted to do this, show you guys as I rebake. Right now I have 0.055 BNB. So right now I'm earning, that's about 24, almost $25. All right. So basically averaging, I guess, about $25 a day. I'm not sure if part of that are any referral fees. My referral link is down in the bio, and so those of you that actually use the referral fee and join baked beans, I'm gonna put together some special bonuses or information that I release, or early stuff that I release to you all, as a thank you or being part of the team. All right. So take advantage of that. So I'm going to go ahead and rebake these beans. It's going to bring up wallet. That's going to be 0.0003 BNB gas fees, which is a couple of pennies. Transaction submitted. Waiting for confirmation. And what I learned the other day when I did this was I wasn't refreshing the page. That's why I was like, man, I kept trying to rebake. So refresh the page, learn something new every day, and boom. All right. So I got 5 million beans. All right. So that's 5,318 beans. There's miners out there mining for rewards for me. Miners go, keep going, do your thing. The average daily return, the APR, boom, boom, boom. That's my referral link. It'll be in the description underneath. And that's it, guys. I'll see you here real shortly as I switch back over. All right, bye. All right, so we're back and we're on the Baked Beans project website, which you can find in the description below. I have a link to cryptobakehouse.com where you can find all the information about the Bakehouse ecosystem with Baked Beans project, where in the mining dApp, you're able to earn 8% up to 8% daily rewards program, and they just not too long ago launched the staking dApp. That's pretty exciting as well. You have a couple of other projects, and in one of my previous videos, kind of went through the BCT coin and some of the roadmap and some of the information here on the page. But what I was not able to do in that video was come over here and go through some of the frequently asked questions. All right, because you guys might have frequently asked questions, and one of the things is, what is the price of beans, or what are beans, and what does that have to do? And beans do not have a set price. Higher TVL, more beans per BNB. Lower TVL, less beans. This creates level playing field, so no user can be late. There's no calculator available to work this out. And so this is a rewards program, and when you actually purchase beans with BNB, certain amount of beans, the miners go to work for you, and you're able to make rewards daily at 8% of that. And so what would my daily percentage be? Right here, daily percentage up to 8%. This depends on eating beans, eating habits, which basically that is withdrawing or claiming your rewards is what eating habits is. Time of day, you rebake. So rebake is compounding. That's, the rewards, instead of you claiming the rewards, you cycle it back in, increase the amount of beans, and it increases the daily amount of money you make because you have more money in the pot, if that makes sense. So time of day you rebake or deposit, TVL fluctuation. All right. Average is 5 to 6% if you rebake 6 and eat 1 weekly. We're going to hit hard. You want to rebake 6, eat 1 weekly. This is for the sustainability of the whole community. If you rebake 6 days, eat 1 day, follow a strategy like that, this project has been around and is sustainable. And we will see how much longer. I anticipate that with everything they have in place that I see, this is my opinion, that this project is going to be around here for a while. So if you don't know what TVL, I had to look that up. The total value locked, is, look it up, but it's total value locked that's in the contract. All right. And so, in one of the previous videos, go over looking into the contract. And when you go up there and you look at the light paper, you can look more into the contract and start to understand that. What happens if I always eat? If you always eat, your daily percentage will drop dramatically and will not receive the highest daily rewards. This is an anti-wheel mechanism that helps so the TVL is not drained. Total value lock is not drained. All right. And so a lot of these projects don't last because they don't have a mechanism like this, which really helps, so that the whole contract, the value of the money that's in the contract, is not drained. So they call it an anti-whale mechanism, so that, you're kind of penalized for eating daily, so that 8% drops down, more like 2, 3, or whatever the minimum is, might be 3%, and so that you, don't drain, everything. And usually, a lot of people link these type of programs to like, Ponzi schemes or this and that, because you got to realize the new money coming in, it's helped sustaining, some of the, folks that already was in as they were claiming their rewards, and so it has to be fed. But the good thing about what I'm noticing in this project, that they have the ecosystem, several projects that feed into, all right, providing value, so that it's not that Ponzi type scheme where it's going to just collapse because they don't have other, products or services that's being rendered to help support the money that's going out. All right. So when you dive a little bit more into the project, you'll begin to see that and to understand that, so that you don't equate this to other things that you've done or other things that you've seen, because that's the natural way we are. We see something is very similar to something else, so we put it in that category and we discount it, and so I'm just saying, really look at this so that you don't discount it and see what's going on. Is rebaking more often better 2 or 3 times a day? Well, rebaking is the same as compounding, and I said that a little earlier. So essentially, yes, you would need to pay standard BSC gas fees for every rebate. All right, gas fees, a couple of cents, every time. What are beans? Beans are the miners that are hired with BNB and work to get your rewards. This is just a term we decided to use. All right, crypto OGs will know beans as BNB. All right, so that answers that question with beans. Are the miners that's hired with BNB and work to get your rewards. All right, this is the website here, Baked Beans Project, which is forward now to cryptobakehouse.com. Can I get my initial back? This is a rewards program, folks. So Baked Beans Miner is a lot rewards pool. So no, you get your initial back over time through my rewards section of the DApp. So it's very similar. Some members of our team, they're in some other rewards type programs. You guys are familiar with the rewards programs. You don't get it's not a principal that you get back. You get your money back over time, in the program through the rewards. That's how it works. Your referral shows up in my rewards section of the Miner DApp. So referrals are 12% of the 3% developer fee. So you guys got to really realize that, because some people say, well, you just get 12%. It's 12% of the 3% developer fee. So 1 BNB deposit equals 0.0036 BNB. All right. What are the fees? There's a 3% developer fee taken upon all deposits and withdraw from Baked Bean miners. All right. So standard BSC network gas fees are required for every transaction made, deposits, withdrawals, and rebates. Common issues when rebaking is no gas fees. All right. So that's what the fees are. Whatever, 3% developer fee, which is pretty low. The pros and cons of that. Low developer fee, 12% of that is a low referral. So it's a good thing and bad thing. You don't want to have high developer fees. Do beans amount decrease when you eat? No, the beans amount will not change. If you make a new deposit or rebate, the amount will increase, but not when you eat, when you take rewards. So your beans are not going to go down when you eat, but when you redeposit or make a new deposit, the beans, increase. So the beans are less efficient over time if you eat too much. All right. Is this sustainable? Yes, as long as there is TVL in the contract, then there will always be rewards. The hungry people who eat too much get punished and get lower and lower rewards. It will last a long time the higher the TVL is. All right. So that helps with the sustainability, because what happens is, just like you ever heard in your history lessons or with the banking system, run on the banks, and is confidence in the monetary system, because we deal with fractional banking here in the U.S., meaning that the money that the banks have is a fraction of what you or anybody else, have on the books, or they for every dollar that you made, they get to lend out $10 or whatever. So, they create money, they make money or whatever. So that, but if everybody didn't have faith in the system, you went to the bank, everybody went to the bank to withdraw their money, they would not have enough money to give everybody their money. So it's about confidence in the system, and so with these programs, a lot of times where people don't rebake and compound, and the ones that crash, a lot of times, not, some of them just contracts poorly written probably, but others, it's the confidence in it where people are just eating too much. They're taking, they're not reinvesting into the project, and the project fails. All right. And so what I'm noticing with the baked beans project, the way they set it up is, allowing people to have more confidence, and even myself, over the next 30 days, I don't plan on eating at all. I'm planning on building up and eating mainly once in the next 30 days, or at least over the month of April. So we're going to see, and I'm going to document this journey, and I want you guys to be here to witness that, so we can see. I like to use these case studies and these projects and opportunities because, the money game is math, and, my background in school, I love math, so, it's just, being able to compounding. I love the whole idea of compounding. It's really about having the discipline and the patience to be able to sustain yourself, or through that process. All right, because all of us can be from the age of 18 to 40, in your 40s, millionaires, just by putting money aside and growing it at a certain interest rate. And you can do the rule of 72. All right, which you divide the interest rate 72, divide the interest rate. So like if you're earning, and this is a side note here in this video, but if you're earning, like, let's say 6% return on your money, so you divide 72 by 6%, right? That's 12. That tells you how long it takes, and that's if you're earning 6% a year, how long it takes for you to double your money. All right. So if you're making 6% a year, it's going to take you 12 years to double your money. If you're making 6% a day, it's going to take you 12 days to double your money. All right. And so that power of compounding, if you ever look at one of the graphs, if we showed one in the previous video, if you can sustain until that graph starts taking off like that, you win it. But what happens, and I share this with members of my family all the time, is what happens is you ever taken off in a plane, right? And a plane, they say it uses about half or a majority, a big percentage. Now, I'm not sure if it's half, but I would guess that it uses a large percentage of the gas or fuel, rocket, jet fuel, whatever they use, in the takeoff process, because it's gearing up, and it's intense takeoff of a plane, but once you get up and you get up to that cruising altitude, it's like, we on cruise control in your vehicle or whatever, you're getting better gas mileage, and it's not as much energy that it takes, for you to get up there cruising. The hard part is taking off, getting off. And what most of us, when it comes to investing, I know for myself, is, that takeoff. And what happens is a lot of us take off, barely get up there, cruise, come back down, take off, come back down, take off. And you have that, what's called that roller coaster, and so you're never able to hit your long-term goals, and so like if you were able to put aside $500 a month, in some interest-bearing account, from age 18 to like 46, you do the math, all right, at a certain interest rate, for the first 10 years, it's, okay, you got some money, but really, after a while, that thing really takes off. What the beauty of this is we're able to make up some of that time. So if you didn't do that when you were 18, 19, 20, your early 20s, put aside, and you're in your 40s now, and you want to plan for retirement or to retire early or things like that, you still have time. All right. You still have time. All right. You just have to, focus, get locked in, get with a community of folks, and make it happen. All right. So let's get to this. What prevents the developers from rugging? All right. So the contract is immutable. All right. Therefore, cannot be changed or altered in any way, shape, or form. It is audited and verified. You can view this on the bscscan.com, and the audit, it is found on the website. So, guys, these are things over the past year I've been getting accustomed to and learning. You learn the term smart contract. And so these contracts, when it says immutable, basically, once they set it, it's like that the infomercial. I think it was George Foreman or one of them little cooking machines. You set it and forget it. That's how these smart contracts are. You set it and forget it. I think, you have to really, blow it up is the only way so that the developers and folks can't get in and manipulate the contract. If you've ever been in a network marketing company, they can change the compensation plan and flip it, rub it, create breakage, all types of stuff to get, where the founders are able to get rich or whatever. And you wouldn't, if you don't really study comp plans or whatever, you wouldn't really know where all the breakage is, because there's a lot of breakage in there. They can paint 11, 12, 13, 100 ways that you get paid in there. And all of them can have some breakage, some qualifications, some things about boom, 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 or whatever, that you don't get a lot of that money. It just goes right by you, the owners and the founders, so smart contracts, especially, as the network marketing industry evolves, into this whole space here, it's going to get crazy. It's going to be better for, I think, the little man or the average everyday person. All right. So how come my referrals aren't showing? Where are they? The referrals show up in my rewards section of the Miner app. Referrals, 12% to 3% developer fee, 1 BNB equals 0.036 BNB. 1 BNB deposit equals this amount in rewards for you. All right. Is it too late to invest? No. The contract is written to provide an optimal entry for any and all users, new or old. This is the reason the beans per BNB amount changes frequently with TVL fluctuation, to provide an even playing field for any new users coming to baked beans and not giving the first user a head start. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I mean, as we go through this and do these videos and show actually, my account, and what it's doing, I think we all have a better understanding to see how this contract is written to provide what they just said there. Because a lot of folks, you get involved in these things, and the people that got in real early, and that's just the nature of how it works, tend to benefit. Like, I've already recouped my initial money that I put in baked beans, but I just put a little bit of money in. Like, of course, knowing what I know now, yeah, I would have put more money in, and I feel a lot more comfortable because I now studied the contract a little bit more, got a little bit more familiar with everything. So I'm comfortable with putting some more money in this project and letting it ride. Like I said, I'm not going to eat for the next 30 days, and I'm putting some new money into the contract, so I can increase the daily rewards and hit a certain goal that because I showed on the spreadsheet in the previous video. So again, it's math, it's numbers. All right. And so, there's a little margin of error in everything, but for the most part, we always account for what we call Murphy's Law. So in the real estate game, I have a 20% buffer, in my profit margin, on the project. So the project goes, kind of crazy, I'm still, can hit my target goal. And the same thing you should do with anything. You need to create a buffer. You got to apply Murphy's Law. When things can go wrong, they will go wrong. So incorporate that into your plan, and don't sweat it, just make it happen. So no contract functions, can contract functions be added? No, the contract is immutable, said that before, and cannot be changed. The contract works perfectly well as it is. No wallets can be blacklisted. No forcing people to rebake 6 days and eat one a week. Nothing can be changed. Wow. So you can't force people to rebake or blacklist, I guess, a wallet, or, one of them get mad at you or something. Like when I was in one of the Telegram chat rooms, one of the admins or something took a question or two I asked and booted me out the room. So I basically what this saying right here, they don't have that control to blacklist you. I don't like you because you grew up on the west side of town or whatever. And so I'm a black. No, can't do it. Too bad. Just don't like me. All right. I'm getting paid. The contract has an inbuilt and anti-whale mechanism. Does it have a I think that means an anti-whale mechanism. The contract has a built-in anti-whale mechanism. This works as follows. Users rebate 6 to 1 gets highest daily percentage in that 24-hour period. User 2 does he rebates 5 days, each 2 days gets a lower percentage. User 3 does 4 days, 3 days each gets lower percentage. Again, this happens all the way until the user who eats continually, the rewards will drop to 0.5% per 24-hour period. Wow. So it's lower than even 3%. It can drop down to 0.5%. So that's an incentive not to eat every day, not to drive. This is to prevent one user draining the TVL, creating sustainability. Smart. It's a smart contract. It's pretty good. They're definitely going to be copycats. That come. Hopefully, they copycat can improve and just continue to build upon. Because some copycats come in and screw stuff up. So anyway, what is the minimum deposit? The minimum new deposit into the miner is 0.01 BNB. If there are rewards in the My Rewards section and you make a new deposit, both the new deposit and rewards are transferred into beans. All right, so that's the minimum deposit. As you know, 1 BNB yesterday, or it's roughly was $450 for 1 BNB. So, 0.1 BNB would be $45, 10%, and then 0.01 would be $4.05. All right, so just some quick, easy math that lets you know basically $5. I suggest, I don't know if it's gas fees and whatever fees is worth putting in the $5, but hey, you can start with wherever you can start. All right, get in where you fit in. That's what they say. All right, so make it happen. There's no excuses. If you're scared, throw $5 and see what happens. All right, if you're not, grab them, and just don't use your rent money, your bill money. Don't use your mortgage money, food money, or the money for the babies. All right, don't do that. All right, just do what you can do. What is the minimum rebate? The minimum rebate is 0.01 BNB. You will always be charged standard BSC BEP 20 gas fees for every interaction with the contract. How the miners and token connected? This is a good question. They are separate completely, except for the fact a 5% of buy-sell tax from the BCT token, all right, being deposited into the miner to add TVL. All right, so when you purchase the BCT token, 5% of that goes into to the miners to add to the TVL in that total value lot, which helps sustain that even more. This wallet will be publicly accessible. Strategic deposits will be made to help the baked beans miner TVL rise. Wow. All right, here's the disclaimer. We do not guarantee 8% a day. It is up to 8%. Baked bean miners is illegal in certain countries. Please consider this when investing. Do not invest more than you can afford to lose. That's a common theme. They're letting you know, because a lot of folks, they get involved in stuff and then they don't get educated on it, or they just and then they lose their money or whatever happened, and then they're crying. All right, I've seen it before, even in network marketing companies. People will join a network marketing company, think they're going to get rich, and don't do nada. And that's not how it works. You don't just, especially in network marketing, you're going to have to put some sweat equity, and really you can just get lucky and do something and, tell one person and think you're going to hit the top of that comp plane. It doesn't work that way. All right. I call this channel Hustle Dads. You got to hustle. All right. You got to have some type of work ethic, some type of grind. We follow sports a lot. My son plays sports, and this is, I love sports because a lot of the things in sports apply to life and business, and so it allows, young people, men and women, to help build the character and work ethic in sports, because you got to grind. If you want it, if you say you want it, then, let's do it. And, I always like the philosophy that it's easier to run with 1,000 than to carry one. And what that means is, all of, you'll have family, friends, that that you love and you care for and you want to help them so much or whatever. But it's hard when you're trying to carry all of them, and, instead of running with a family, like-minded folks that want it just as much as you, and willing to put in the work, the energy, the time needed so that you all can win, and so that's when you have a strong team, when you have folks, putting that grind in and working together and making it happen. All right. So here's a glossary for some terms that we were talking about. So DApp, you heard me say DApp, digital applications that run on blockchain network of computers instead of relying on a single computer, because DApp are decentralized. They are free from the control and interference of a single authority. Decentralized. All right. That theme, the blockchain. You hear about all this stuff that you're hearing about crypto, and most people introduction into crypto is Bitcoin. That's all they know. Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? This and that. It's the blockchain, the network. This whole revolution is what it is. This is a revolution. All right. And the thing about it is, you can fight it. You can ignore it. It's not going away. And you can tell because, the governments are coming on board and they're trying to figure it out. They're scrambling to figure out how they can get their piece or tax you or get some of this money that's coming through that they're missing. All right. So just be aware of that. We believe you got another couple of 2, 3, 4 years or whatever, where you better get while the getting is good out here in this wild, wild west of crypto. It's like the gold rush back in the day, and folks picked up and went out to California in order to, mine for gold, this and that. But you mining for crypto today. All right. And then years from now, when your grandchildren and kids and folks, and, they will say, hey, grandma and granddad, that crypto thing was, introduced, and decentralization and blockchain and everything. What were you doing? Chilling, trying to hold on to this paper currency and stuff like that. So, hey, You choose. Anyway, let's jump back in there. I digressed. All right, beans. All right, contract. Cryptocurrencies definition is smart contracts that execute functions on the blockchain. All right. So it's contract. All right. Cryptocurrencies definition is smart contracts that execute functions on the blockchain. All right. So like a program. Beans, the term for baked bean smart contract miners acquired by depositing BNB into the DeFi protocol. Beans are what earn you your accumulated rewards. All right. TVL, total value locked, is the overall value of crypto assets deposited in a decentralized finance protocol or a DeFi protocol generally. All right. Total value of crypto assets deposited. All right. Audit. An audit is a process where developers inspect the underlying code and or algorithm that compose systems and applications. All right. Light paper. So you heard me talk about it. Say the light paper is there. You can go look at it. Light papers can be considered a teaser version of a white paper. It is a shortened, more concise version of a white paper and serves to pique the interest of curious users and investors. All right. So, and I think they have the white paper up as well. Immutable. Immutability is the core defining feature of blockchain. The word immutable means that data cannot be changed or modified by anyone after it's created. Wow. I guess it's like if you say something, you can't take them words back. All right. So like any of you out there, relationships, been married, this, that, you know what I'm talking about. It's, you know, put it out there. You know, so you got to control your emotions as much as possible so that you don't put something out there that you can't change or modify after it's been created. All right. Rebate. Rebaking is the ability of your initial investment to generate earnings, which are reinvested with the goal of generating more BNB rewards. That's it, guys. This is the frequently asked questions. I think this is a real good video. It answers a lot of questions. This is a real good frequently asked questions regarding this project. This project here allows you to a way to start learning about crypto. All right, there's so many different facets of you know, crypto. I know when I first started learning, getting introduced, I had no idea, none at all. I knew a friend, a person that that used to be in a network marketing company in my early young ages, that was out in California space and doing his thing, crypto, and watched him for a little while. He was busy doing his thing, still doing his thing, and so shouts out to him. Continue to do his thing in the crypto space, but I had to dig in and start to learn about it, and what was it? Is it real money? I thought it was really just video game money, like my kids, on the PlayStation or something, buying, the PlayStation tokens to dress up the character to play the game. I thought it was like ridiculous. That right there, I'm like, man, but the developers of those games and this and that get people into those systems, somewhat geniuses, right? You're getting people to buy, take dollar bills or, this fiat money, get some digital money to buy some digital clothes for their game. It's crazy. It still blows my mind. It's like the possibilities with this whole new space is crazy, and so when you get into the other it's not NFTs, we're going to talk about that, and what I'm really excited for, because you guys, my main background is real estate, so I've been on a little hiatus on some real estate projects for a while, and folks keep asking me, And yes, I'm always, real estate's my baby, so I'm always going to do some real estate. But really what's blowing my mind is as I wrap my head around this crypto space and these NFTs and tying that in with real estate, it's going to be crazy. I really don't, I can't really fathom, you know, I understand the general concept of some ideas that's popping off in my head, you know, but it's really in the next year, I think, with connecting with the right people, because that's what it's going to take. You know, we're out here, and now in the world, you know, I can be here where I'm at, but now I'm able to reach on a platform like this, people all across the world, you know. And so, you know, myself, my business partner, Aliasa, now we, you know, connected with people in other countries and Africa and stuff through our Family Legacy Club. And it's exciting. It's exciting, you know, so, the possibilities are endless. I look forward to, meeting and connecting with as many people, like-minded, meaning, you know, positive, you know, dads and moms that's out there hustling, or, you know, if you don't have any kids as well, that's just something I resonate with, being a dad out here providing and hustling to take care of my family, take care of, you know, my kids, and to provide a legacy, you know. And so it's part of my purpose, you know, and you got to find your purpose and make it happen. All right. So this is Aislee again, signing off. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Donate to the channel, because I'm going to be sprucing this thing up. And, you know, it's just started, basic channel. You know, I'm going to get a little microphone and all the little fancy stuff as well. But we're going to make it happen regardless, with it or without. You know, quality could look like it is now, which is okay. You know, we'll step it up. But that doesn't mean that the views or any of that stuff is going to be. We keep it raw, we keep it real, and we do the best with what we have at the time. And always keep that in mind. Do what you can with what you have and just keep building. All right? Peace out, family. Peace.